4 years ago, I did a rant vid on the live action remake of Aladdin from Disney, but not on the actual movie because I didn't want to see it. Because after seeing its trailer, I didn't think it would be that great. But after watching it on Disney Plus and then rewatching it maybe two or three more times, I got to like it a little bit. Now I'm finally going to give you a review of it. But has my opinion changed on this after the rant vid? Or is it going to be just the same as I've said in that vid? Well, prepare yourselves as I review Aladdin from 2019. Bad Days, Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2019 musical fantasy flick Aladdin, released by Disney, directed by Guy Ritchie, from a screenplay he co-wrote with John August. It, of course, is a live-action adaptation of Disney's 31st animated motion picture from 1992 and itself based on Aladdin and the Wonderful Lamp, a French addition to the Middle Eastern folktale 1001 Nights. The film stars Will Smith along with Mena Massoud, who plays the title character, Naomi Scott, Marwan Kenzari, Navid Negahban. If I mispronounce these, I do apologize. Nasim, Pedrad, and Billy Magnussen in supporting roles. Of course, the plot follows a street urchin who falls in love with the beautiful Princess Jasmine, befriends a witch grand genie, and battles the sorcerer Jafar. Yeah, but anyway, now this got mixed reviews like most of the other Disney live action remakes. Not many have come close to being that big. The Jungle Book remake has been the only big Disney remake that has been praised big time, and I haven't even reviewed that. I was attempting to review the original, but let's get off that subject. I will review Jungle Book, I promise. But for now, I'm going to do Aladdin, which I'm doing this in order to promote the upcoming live action remake of Little Mermaid opening this weekend. Okay, here's our story. Aladdin, an orphan street urchin in the Arabian Sea of Agrabah, and his monkey Abu meet Princess Jasmine, who has snuck away from her sheltered life in the palace. She wishes to succeed her father as Sultan, but is instead expected to marry one of her royal suitors. Jafar, the Grand Vizier, schemes to overthrow the Sultan and seeks a magic lamp that only the diamond in the rough can retrieve. While sneaking into the royal palace to visit Jasmine, Aladdin and Abu are captured by Jafar. He offers to make Aladdin rich enough to impress Jasmine in exchange for retrieving the lamp from the Cave of Wonders. Which, let me get out the story. That's still one of my negatives and what have you. The outside of the Cave of Wonders, it's terrible. It's just in one big pile of sand, just one small. Hey, come on. When I saw the Ant-Man version, it was much better. It could have done better than that. So that still remains a negative to me since I brought that up in my rant vid. But however, the inside of it is incredible. Alright, back to the story. Once there, Aladdin frees a magic carpet and finds the lamp. But however, once Abu touches a ruby, well, now they become trapped. Aladdin then gives the lamp to Jafar, who double crosses him and kicks him and Abu into the cave, but Abu steals the lamp back. Yeah, I do have a slight issue with that. If you've seen the animated film, Jafar becomes like this here I don't know, this well, we're old character. He does in this one. That's another bit of a negative I have. But I'll get to that in a little while, okay? Trapped in the cave, Aladdin rubs the lamp, unwittingly summoning the omnipotent genie inside, who has the power to grant Aladdin three wishes. Aladdin gets them out of the cave without using a wish on a technicality. Determined to woo Jasmine, he uses his official wish to become a prince and promises to use his third wish to free the genie from servitude and turn him human. Aladdin makes an extravagant arrival at Agrabah as Prince Ali of Ababa, but struggles to impress Jasmine. Posing as Aladdin's human attendant, the genie is mutually smitten with Dahlia, Jasmine's handmaiden. Aladdin and Jasmine bond when he takes her on a ride on the magic carpet. Tricked into revealing his true identity, he lies to her, saying that he actually is a prince and dressed like a peasant to explore Agrabah. Jafar discovers Aladdin's identity and throws him into the palace moat, knowing that if he survives, it will prove that he has the lamp. The genie saves Aladdin, costing him his second wish. Once rescued, Aladdin returns to the palace and destroys Jafar's magic cobra staff, ending his spell over the Sultan and revealing his plot. Jafar is then arrested and imprisoned in the dungeons. The Sultan allows Aladdin to marry Jasmine. Aladdin goes back on his promise to free the genie. Feeling uncertain of being able to keep up his charade without him. Dismayed that Aladdin wants to continue living a lie, the genie retreats to his lamp in disappointment. Freed by his parrot sidekick Iago, Jafar steals the lamp and becomes the genie's new master. And he uses his first wish to become Sultan and his second one to become the world's most powerful sorcerer. Alright, now I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go to the ending and the last bit of this film. So now I advise you to stop this video once the 5 seconds are over with. Go to the description box below, fast forward to the time below. If you've seen this version of Aladdin, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Jafar then exposes Aladdin, exiles him and Abu to a frozen wasteland, and threatens to kill the Sultan and Dahlia unless Jasmine agrees to marry him. At the wedding, Jasmine rescues the lamp from Jafar and jumps onto the magic carpet to escape with Aladdin and Abu, who had been rescued from the frozen wasteland by the magic carpet after the genie sent it behind Jafar's back. Jafar uses a sand twister to recapture Aladdin and Jasmine and destroy the magic carpet. Aladdin taunts Jafar for being second in power to the genie, goading him into using his last wish to become the most powerful being in the universe. Jafar turns into a genie and becomes trapped inside his own lamp, dragging Iago with him. The genie banishes them to the Cave of Wonders. Abu rescues the magic carpet and genie fixes it up. Aladdin keeps his promise and uses his last wish to free the genie, allowing him to live as a human. The Sultan crowns Jasmine the new Sultana Regnant, no longer bound to marry a prince, and she and Aladdin marry. Also, in the end, the genie marries Dahlia, and they start a family and explore the world together, with the genie becoming the mariner who is telling his children the story about Aladdin in the beginning of the film, in the story. Alright, now, what did I think of the Aladdin remake? Well, though I've already given you a few of my negatives that are the same as before, but I will say I did enjoy it. Now, at first, Will Smith being the genie, I was a little hard on it, but after watching it, I proved I was wrong. Though I still think Kevin Hart would be a better choice, but again, I was wrong about Will Smith, so apologies for that. Now, this what critics liked, and I liked the performance of Mena Massoud as Aladdin. I think he was absolutely good, very good. Naomi Scott, who recently played Kimberly in Saban's Power Rangers a couple of years before this, played Jasmine. Now, when this first was to come, this film unfortunately received controversy and what have you. Yes, and well, they found out that I soon found out that Scott is a daughter of an English father, and I may be mispronouncing this, Gujarati Ugandan Indian mother. So now I understand So, but nevertheless, I think she was perfect as Jasmine, much better than what I thought. Now, I also like the music. I mean, now it does have some slight changes in what have you, on some stuff. Not all of them, but they're still pretty good. Alan Menken, of course, did the score for this, just like the original, and well, did pretty good. The costume design was real good as well. However, criticism was done for Guy Ritchie's direction. Yes, which it was okay, but not great. The CGI, yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag too. But I'm glad critics agree with what I say about Jafar. Marwan Kenzari, yeah, sorry. I'm still hard on this one. I think they would have got a much better person than Jafar because he didn't sound so dark like he did in the original film. Believe me, the guy who played Jafar in the first Descendants film, he could have been a much better choice, you know. But you know what they say, nobody's perfect. Now, Navid Negahban played the Sultan. I will say he's not too bad. I mean, while the original one was more fun and what have you, this one I'm going to say he has more depth and is not a caricature of a father, you know. But that's understandable. Now, for our new characters, we have Dahlia, played by Nasim Pedrad, Jasmine's handmaiden. And I think, well, actually, she's the only new character from the main cast. Excuse me. And then we have Billy Magnussen playing Prince Anders, a suitor and potential husband for Jasmine. Yeah, he wasn't too bad. Now, while not much of a comic relief like what we heard from Gilbert Gottfried in the original film, Alan Tudyk voice does Iago's vocal effects. So, but hey, he's still pretty good. Like the like the original film, voice guy Frank Welker once again does the vocal effects for Abu and also the Cave of Wonders. And while I thought this character wasn't going to be in this, but it looks like Jasmine's pet Bengal tiger Raja was in the film after all. That was another complaint I had. But then after seeing the film, I'm glad they didn't ditch Raja. Thank goodness. Anyway, well, most of my opinion has changed on the land, like Will Smith and the appearance of Raja and a few other things. But my other but my negatives on the the main interest, well, opening of the Cave of Wonders, not the inside, the outside, and the characterization of Jafar and why you. I do agree with the critics on Guy Ritchie, Sriracha, and the CGI. So well, those two things were all right, but not great though. But the characterization of Jafar and the other things I said before that, not great still. Sorry. Anyway, now they're still saying that a sequel is going to try to go into the works. It's in development at Disney Plus. They There was to be a prequel, but they canceled it. So I wish them the best of luck with this film. The film did well, going on to make over $1 billion worldwide and became the ninth highest grossing film of 2019. Anyway, yeah, let me see. Yeah, so the film made 91 million on its overall 3-day opening, and to the Memorial Day frame when it opened 4 years ago, it made 116 million. So anyway, and became the third biggest opening of 2019 after it was done by Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame. So anyway, yeah. So overall, what I've said about Aladdin, I do think some of it's pretty good, but a few things weren't that great. And again, I did like the costume design even for Jafar, which that was good. So overall, with everything said about this, would I recommend the film? Well, I'd say maybe give it a one-time watch. And if you like it, then by all means you can check out. But if not, then stick with the original one. Like I said, I love the original Aladdin animated film much more. You know what I'm saying? Okay, great. That about covers it. So, what did you think of the Aladdin remake? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a re-review of the classic Little Mermaid from 1989. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and re-review the film to promote the brand new live-action film, which I'm wishing Disney the best of luck with that. So if you like this, check out my reviews for these other films. In the upper left hand corner is my review of the original animated version of Aladdin from 1992. The upper right hand corner is my review of well, it's actually a spoiler free review for another live action Disney remake. Was to come to theaters, but due to the you know why, it got released on Disney Plus, and that's the Mulan remake from 2020, or go to the bottom left hand corner and see my spoiler free review for the more recent live action adaptation of a Disney animated film in Peter Pan and Wendy. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Then I'm your guide. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.